All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeft TV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeft TV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, and this is the Indycar Racing Series. Race number 10 of the season. This could be a big one, boys and girls. It's the final race of the season, that's why. 50-lap race from Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. And it's a two-horse race. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory? There's only one way to find out, and that's watching right here on TurnLeft TV. Well, it's Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. It's the final race of the season, and it's a two-horse race. We're going to find out who's going to win this race and who's going to win the championship. All right, thank you so much for coming in here to TurnLeft TV. Appreciate you being here today. We are in the practice session, running a little bit late here. Trying to get a few things done. Be patient with me for a second. Not exactly prepared for this. I had to let the dog out for at the last minute. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is EliteHostingUSA.com. WordPress hosting, online store hosting, VPS hosting, and shared web hosting also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Thanks so much for coming in here and joining me on the YouTube channel. Appreciate you being here today. And it's going to be a fun one, I believe. Excited for the race today. And we are going to crown the champion here. And don't forget to share my videos with all your friends. Hit that thumbs up button and get the code there, recognizing the videos and sending them out to everybody. The algorithms, if you will. Appreciate your help. And don't forget to support me by clicking on the links in the description of this race too, and follow those over to the SimLab website, as also the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals website if you'd like to make a donation to them. We got some great racing coming up next week on Friday. New Hampshire Motor Speedway, the High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series. Race number 8 of the season. Winding down that season, and it is getting tight in the points championship. Don't want to miss that. It'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV. Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Let's take a look at the track here. Also known as Mosport. 3.9 miles in length, 2.4 kilometers. Assuming that's 2.4 miles, 3.9 kilometers in length, 10 turns. Really not a super difficult track in my opinion, man. It's just really high speed, and that could be a problem for some guys that can't manage that speed and manage the turn. So it's going to be an interesting race, that's for sure. And of course, it is flag coverage here on TurnLeft TV. And we want to take a look at the point standings coming into tonight's race. Final race of the season. And Alexei Salviev and Bruno Kolev are in a dogfight, an 8-point dogfight for the championship. So it's a 2-horse race, as I'd mentioned. And Andres Vallier sits third. J.J. Wang is fourth. Gordon Carter fifth. Dennis Yudichyn sixth. Alexander Meshkov seventh. Hank Stedeker is eighth. Ritsky Novar ninth. And Mata Indiga is 10th. We have page 2. Ended up by John DeMatteo. Hey, congratulations to him. He just had a new baby girl. A new baby girl. So congratulations to the brand new dad, John DeMatteo. Page number 4, or 3, I should say. And then page number 5, or 4. I got to learn how to count. That's the standings coming into tonight's race. Just about a minute left in the practice session. Running a little bit late. Again, I apologize for that. Had to chase the dog around backyard. Saturday Night Thunder will be in action a little bit later tonight, 9 p.m. at Atlanta Motor Speedway, the Cup Series. This series has been going on for 22 years. A very storied series here at High Octane Racing League. And it's the Saturday Night Thunder 110 laps at Atlanta Motor Speedway tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it looks like these guys are headed over to the qualification session. Don't forget, man, this is Mosport, or Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeft TV, owner of High Octane Racing League, and this is round number 10, final round of the season. And we will crown the champion after today's race. So these guys headed over to the qualification session. Got to get 2 timed laps. So a little bit different than what Indycar has rolling on now. To Bruno Kolev as he gets his qualification attempt in. A little bit of a low number here. We had so many drivers sign up for this series. Some of them just raced one race and never came back. And that's a bit of a shame there. Kind of disrespectful to the league, if you will. Definitely going to cause us to make some changes, I think, to the way we do things as far as sign-ups, car sets, and so forth. Learned a valuable lesson there. First sector there, 23.7 for Bruno Kolev. .102.147 is the time to beat there. Bruno Kolev getting that lap in. Take a look at that JJ Wang. So 102.147, Bruno Kolev lays down the time to beat. Look at that JJ, 103.897 for that first lap for him. Dennis Aiden, I believe I pronounced that name. First race out here for us. Joined in a little bit late in the season, wanting to get some Indycar racing in. So 102.147 is the time to beat. Salvia's still not gone out here, so maybe he's trying to see what everybody sets up here as far as time, what he can shoot for. Coming off the final turn there for Dennis Aiden. 104.168 for Dennis in that first lap. Still have not seen Salvia out of the gate yet, so interesting strategy. Oh, Meshkov. Meshkov might have flipped over. Look at what happened to Meshkov there. Flipped over and, wow, hard lick into the fence. Hard lick into the fence. Lucas Simpner with his qualification lap. Again, 102.147 is the time to beat. JJ Wang sits second, Dennis Aiden third, Gordon Carter fourth. Pavel Andrzejewski also on the track. Lucas Simpner coming off the final turn in the 21 car of our Canadian drivers. 106.062 for Luca. Look at the Pavel Andrzejewski. Look like a fast lap there. 102.933 up to second on the grid for Pavel. Good run there for him. 102.933. A little bit off there in that second sector, or the first sector, I should say. We'll step on the gas. Salviev now out on the track, getting word that he's now on the track here, making his qualification attempt. A little bit slow in that second sector. .102.721, lap number 2 for Pavel in the 96 car. Alexei Salviev, our points leader, coming into tonight's race. He and Bruno Kolev again are in a dogfight for the championship. All board here with him on his last part of his formation lap, and here we go. On board here with Alexei Salviev. Oh man, a little bit loose there, some counter steering. Definitely going to scrub off some speed on that one. A little bit slower in that first sector. He's going to have to count on sector number 2. Or I should say lap number 2. Here we go. 105.757. So Alexei got some work to do here on this lap. Oh, a little bit tight there. A little bit off, but not by much. Can he make up time in this sector? Here he is. Here we go. Oh, 102.432, second on the grid. Much better in that second lap. Wow, man, that was close. Great little run there for Alexei Salviev. So we'll have to take a look at the final results of quals once they officially end. Again, thanks for coming in here and joining me on TurnLeft TV. And let's get this party started, huh? All right, we're back. And you see there's still about a little over a minute left officially in practice, or excuse me, in the qualification session. So not quite ready for that. And this is Canadian Tire Motorsports Park today. 50-lap race, the final race of the season, and we're going to crown the champion. We got a dogfight there between P1, P2, Bruno Koleff and Alexis Salviev, and they've qualified 1-2 as well. This is going to be an interesting fight. Could come down to the very last lap. Crown the champion. Don't forget some more racing headed your way on TurnLeft TV coming up on Friday, July the 14th, race number 8 of the season. And it is New Hampshire Motor Speedway, 110-lap race there. That'll be fun, man. Great track, great track. It's going to be live right here on TurnLeft TV starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, well, we are going to take a look at the qualification results. Take a look at the session results here. Bruno Koleff, 102.147, qualifies P1. Outside row 1 will be Alexei Salviev. Pavel Andrzejewski qualifies 3rd. J.J. Wegg qualifies in the 4th position. Dennis Aiden in his first race out qualifies 5th. Andres Valles qualifies in the 6th position, that 78th car. Row number 4 will be Gordon Carter and Alexander Meshkov. Lucas Simpfer qualifies in the 9th position, and qualifying in 10th is Dennis Udichin. So right now we are in the warm-up session. And we'll take a look at the keys to the race here today at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. This track is just absolutely balls out here, man. So you're going to have to race the track, hit those marks. This thing can get away from you really quickly if you're not on spot with the marks. But fortunately, there's a good bit of rubber laid down on the track. You have kind of an idea of where that racing groove is. You're going to have to limit the aggression. I think with these high-speed tracks like this, you do have a tendency to get a little aggressive. Manage the traffic. Not going to be a huge problem today, I don't think. But also make good pit stops. So you get on and off pit lane and gain some valuable time. Those are my keys to the race here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, also known as Mosport. So we'll get some chatters in here. And Alexi says he's got his work cut out for him. Got his work cut out for him today, but I think as a voracious competitor as he is, I think he's got a good shot. Both these guys are quite aggressive on the way that they attack corners, the way that they attack the track, get around this track, and all tracks, really. Who's going to make the least mistakes? I think everybody out here tonight is going to make some mistakes, or today I should say, are going to make some mistakes, but who's going to make the least mistakes? That's the question. I'm going to get my pick in here, I think. And this is going to be my pick to win the race. Not the championship, win the race. Going outside the box there, JJ Wang, to win this race today. Couldn't pick both. You couldn't pick one, one guy or the other with respect to competing for the championship. I can't pick for Bruno or Alexi to win the race. I just can't do it because that means probably they'll win the championship. So I'm going to leave that one up in the air. We got about 4.5 minutes left in the warm-up session. Don't forget to support me here on the YouTube channel by hitting that thumbs up button, and also share my videos with your friends. Any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos, you're more than welcome to share mine here at TurnLeft TV. Please hit that thumbs up button. That's what the big one is. And if you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so there as well. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget tonight's race brought to you by EliteHostUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server for your league, then there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. And that's who provides our servers here at HighOctaneRacing.net. There's a quick link to our Discord server. You'd like to join us over there, get some racing in. This is the final race of the Indycar series, but undoubtedly we'll be doing the Indycars again at some point. GT3 series off-season, they'll be coming up fairly soon. I think we're going to be doing some BTCC next. Bushwhacker series and the Thunder Cup series, a couple stock car series we do run. And then if you want to see what guys are doing throughout the week, you can look at our RF2 Times page and get a quick link to TurnLeft TV if you want to head on over there. And to get a, just another check of the point standings coming into tonight's race. Just another little view of the point standings before we head over to switch it out of warm-up before warm-up's over, I should say. And we take a look at the point standings here. As you see, that's actually page number 4. There you go. Man, it's stupid amateur, huh? There we go. Point stand is coming into tonight's race. Salviev with 347 points, just an 8-point lead over Bruno Kolev. It has been tight, man. Andres Vallier sits 3rd, J.J. Wang 4th, Gordon Carter 5th. You see Dennis Yudich in 6th, Alexander Beshkov 7th, Hank Snedeker 8th, Ritsky Novar 9th, and Mata Indika is 10th in points coming into tonight's race. Final race of the season. Just about a minute left in warm-ups. All right, that looks like warm-up is over. Here we go, boys and girls. Everybody got their picks in, I hope. Now is the time, boys and girls. We'll take a look at the starting lineup here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Bruno Kolev for the 29 car starts P1. Alexis Salviev starts in the 2nd position. Pavel Andrzejewski starts 3rd. J.J. Wang starts in the 4th position. Starting in 5th is Dennis Aiden. Andres Vallier starts 6th. Gordon Carter 7th. Alexander Beshkov starts in the 8th position. Starting in 9th is Lucas Simpner. Dennis Yudichin starts in the 10th position. So again, the keys to the race here, race the track, man. This thing is high speed. There are no slow parts in this track. Hit your marks. Just a little bit out of the groove could be disastrous here at Mosport. Limit that aggression. It's easy with this high-speed track to want to get aggressive. And that's going to spell disaster for you. Manage the traffic. I don't think that's going to be a huge one here today with a 10 car field. And make good pit stops. Always a good idea to make good pit stops. So 50 laps here today at Mosport. Race 10 of 10. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster and commentator here at TurnLeft TV and owner of High Octane Racing League. And this is going to be a fun one. And it's a 2-horse race. You get those picks in now, man. Is it too late to get your pick in? Kolev and Salviev, the 2 points leaders. Side by side, front row. Just where you would expect them to be. Here we go. Pace cars off. 50 laps here at Mosport. Kolev gets a good jump. Kolev leading as Salviev is in second. Andrzejewski third. J.J. Wang in the fourth position. Off the track. Car off the track there. It looks like Lucas Sifner might have come off the track. Gets it straightened back up. Back on the track. No big deal. A little fight there between Unichin and Meshkov. Meshkov on the outside, Dennis Unichin. Unichin in the 47 car. Fighting back, and Unichin holding on to that spot. Great battling here. Salviev opening up a little bit of a gap there on Bruno Kolev. Andrzejewski is in the third position. Valles is fourth. Take a look at Andrzejewski on board here with him. Running in P3. This track is a lot of fun, man. So high speed. One little mistake and you could be out of the race. Andres Valles running behind him in the fourth position. Take a look at Andres Valles in the 78 car running in P4. Just behind him, pretty good battle there between he and J.J. Wang. J.J. running in P5 just behind the 96 car. Say the 78 car. They would take a look at out of the back of 78 car. 5, J.J. Wang. Oh! Valles got a little bit squirrely in the turn. Holy smokes. This is a tight battle here, too. J.J. Wang, they're climbing all over the back of Valles right now. Take a look at Dennis Aiden in his first race out with us. In the 7 car, running in the 6th position. Behind him, Lucas Simpner running in 7th. Gordon Carter is 8th. We'll Flip a look at P3, and as Pavel Andrzejewski in the 96 car. He's had a good season. Missed a couple of races, but nonetheless had a pretty good season here, and he's running in the 3rd position. He could be the spoiler here today. He gets around Bruno Kolev. That could really, really hurt Bruno's chances of winning this championship. And he is closing in on Bruno as Alexis Salvia beginning to open up a greater gap, 2.7 seconds now. Now over 3 seconds there as Salviev continuing to open up a gap. And taking a look at Andrzejewski running it in the 3rd position. Take a look at Gordon Carter in the 56 car. He has a lot of racing with us, man. He's fairly new member of the High Octane Racing League, but he's all in, man. He's doing a lot of stock car racing with us and shows up for the practice or the setup development, and then also out here doing some Indy cars. He does GT3 as well. So he's all in, man. We really appreciate his work. As right now running in the 8th position. JJ Wang here running in P5, a little bit wide for JJ. Going to close the end on Andres Valles, who is in the 4th position. See, so high speed through that area of the track. Well, Salviev's got a pretty comfortable lead here, 3.4 second gap over P2. Kolev in 2nd, Andrzejewski 3rd, Valles 4th, JJ Wang in the 5th position. Take a look at Lucas Siffner. Closing in on Dennis Aiden. And Siffner is going to pick up that spot. Siffner now with the 21 car up to the 6th position as he got around the 7 car. Good clean pass there for Lucas Siffner. Go back here and take a look at this. As Siffner look at this pass here as Siffner sets him up. And gets around. Very clean pass right there. Both those guys did a great job on that transition. Lucas Siffner now running in the 6th position. Now on lap 8, Salviev has a 3.7 second gap over Kolev. Now that has not climbed really since the last time we've seen, the gap in time between P1 and P2. It's actually gotten a little bit lower, and that may be some tires coming into play here. As Bruno Kolev now trying to close in on Salviev. Kolev's got to be worried about Andrzejewski all over the back of him right now. We mentioned that Andrzejewski could be the spoiler here. He gets in between Salviev and Kolev. Kolev has to finish ahead of Salviev today. There's no doubt about that. There's an 8-point gap separating the two coming into tonight's race, so it's not enough to have a good finish. You've got to be able to finish in front of Salviev if you want to win this championship. Great battle here as Andres Valles and J.J. Wang here. Good battle. This battle is for the 4th position. Valles is in 4th. J.J. Wang running in P5. Really, all 4 of those cars are fairly close together. On board here with J.J. Wang running in the 5th position. Just ahead, Andres Valles in the 78 car. Running in P4. What a great track for IndyCars. A wide track, a fast track. Shows a fair bit of rubber so you can see the racing groove. Givaldo Spindle joining us in the chat session. Good to see Givaldo out today. Exactly what we wanted to show there. Good to see Givaldo out today joining us. Frederick Lejon, I believe, says he wants to join next season. A little bit of a gap now as JJ's opened up a gap on Valles. Andrzejewski, haven't talked too much about him. He is running in the 3rd position. 40 laps to go, so a lot of racing left. 10 laps in the books. So we'll take a look at this pass and J.J. Wang gets around Valles. Valles goes wide, gets in the gravel, gets in the grass there as J.J. Wang makes that pass. Take a look at Valles as he comes off the track right here. He gets in the grass and he's going to give up that position. Did not panic. He got the car back out on the track. Just missed the turn a little bit. Overdrove the turn. Now finds himself back in the 5th position. A big gap there for Salviev. Take a look at Dennis Aiden. His first race out with us in the 7 car. He is running in the 7th position. Behind him, Gordon Carter into 56. Running in P8. Valles here in the 5th place car coming off track just a little wide. That could be really, really dangerous, especially with that grassy strip. Cause that car to lose traction and get into the wall very, very easily. Dennis Udichin in the 47 car, running in the 9th position. Meshkov running in P10. See a little battle between the two of those guys. Long race to go. As they play a little catch up here. They got a little work to do, that's for sure. Oh, Andrzejewski comes off track. Andrzejewski off track as looks like J.J. Wang going to pick up a position. Drag race between the two of those guys. J.J. Wang's going to have the preferred position, preferred line as they go through the right-hander. Andrzejewski wanting to try to get this spot back. He is fighting hard. He did not want to get passed by J.J. Wang. Andrzejewski now back to the 4th position as J.J. now picks up a spot up to P3. Take a look at his pass here as Andrzejewski goes wide right there. And J.J. Wang gets by. He had to earn that, but Pavel didn't exactly give it to him, that's for sure. See Andrzejewski off the track right there. Let's get the car back on the track, but man, that could have been disastrous. He should be thankful that he just lost one spot. It looks like we might have Andrzejewski's got a good ride here coming into the right-hander. Andrzejewski's going to take this position back. JJ got the position, held on to it for about a lap, and then Andrzejewski gets it back. Those guys getting after it right now. Valle's got to be liking what he's seeing out of the front of his machine. He's like, okay, you guys get after it. I'll be there to pounce if you have trouble. Not too far up there is that battle between J.J. Wang and Pavel Andrzejewski. And Valle's running in P5. Salviev is out to an 9-second lead over P2. Got some pit stops happening. Oh, looked like Meshkov might have come down pit lane here. So Meshkov on pit lane. And it looked like he might have gotten into the fence. Meshkov is on pit lane. The Alexander Meshkov here on lap 16 making a pit stop. First driver to come down pit lane. And Salviev continuing to lead. Salviev now starting to roll up on some lap traffic. And it looks like Meshkov finishing up his pit stop now, coming back out on track. And Salviev getting around the lap car. Dennis Yuchin. Battling back here, J.J. Wang. And Andrzejewski off track again. Andrzejewski came off track again and loses a position. See what happened to Andrzejewski. Top of the hill. Oh man, it just did not grip for him. It looked like the thing wanted to turn right, or excuse me, turn left. And man, he lost the back end of this car. And gives up a spot, keeps it out of the fence. Now back to the 4th position as JJ taking over P3. Looking out of the front of JJ Wang's machine, you see this car looked like he just wanted to come around. And he snapped back to the left. And I believe Salviev is on pit lane. Alexei Salviev on pit lane. Andrzejewski, I believe, has made a pit stop as well. So now Salviev back to the 4th position as he's made his pit stop. We actually missed that. We go back here and watch Salviev's pit stop. Oh, he did have trouble on pit lane. He had some trouble on pit lane. Could not get the car pitted. He had to back up. Salviev had to back the car up, so that's going to cost him some precious time. He comes back out. He's in the 3rd position. He's got some work to do on Bruno Kolev, I believe. So he had trouble on pit lane. Meshkov looked like he comes off track there, letting Bruno Kolev, the race leader, get by. So Kolev now with an 11.5-second lead over Salviev. Andrzejewski sits in the 3rd position, Simpler 4th, J.J. Wang in 5th. Oh, I think we got a crash. Meshkov might have crashed. Getting some word that Meshkov has had some trouble. Oh, a little bit wide. Oh, no, straight into the tire barrier. That is a hard lick for Meshkov. Oh, my heavens, man. That was a really hard crash. We'll board here with him. Yeah, he just, straight into the wall. Into the tire barrier. That car is toast. You see, he just carried a lot of speed coming around the turn, and the thing breaks loose on him. And straight into the tire barrier. And he is out of the race. Tough break there for Meshkov. A pretty decent race. I know he had some trouble on pit lane, and good battle there with Dennis Yudichin for a while, but man, gets in the grass. Once he gets in the grass, he's headed straight into the wall. And hopefully didn't rip his arms out of socket. Kolev at a 9-second lead over Alexis Salviev. We saw Salviev have trouble on pit lane. This is going to be an interesting back half of this race as we approach halfway. I think Lucas Simpler has come off track to come down pit lane, I believe. He's giving up a couple spots, maybe just came off track. Take a look here at Lucas Simpler. It's a little bit wide there. Oh, hard lick on the inside wall for Simpner. Contact there. That's what it was. He's definitely going to have to come down pit lane now. He's going to lose a couple positions. Man, that was a hard lick. The right side damage there for Simpner. Again, we'll take a look at Luca as he gets wide here. Back into the car, comes around. He gets into the curb on the rumble strips. And hits the right side. Loses a couple positions. J.J. Wang was able to get by. Take a look here on board with J.J. Wang. And you watch Simpner headed straight for the wall right there. J.J. Wang getting by. Good heads up move not to panic. Valles also getting by as well. On board here with Valles as he sees dust kicking up. Oh, man, does a great job staying out of Lucas Simpner as Simpner rejoining the racing surface. Tough break there for Meshkov out of the race. That was some pretty significant damage there for him. Appreciate his participation today here at High Octane Racing League. Mikolev's lead now down to 4 seconds. As Salviev starting to run him down. Alexei in the 27 car, not panicking. Now just 4 seconds back. And that gap now down to 2.5 seconds. Now down to 2 seconds. So Salviev starting to close in. Kolev now running up on some lap traffic. We're on board here, or following Kolev as he's running up on some lap traffic. Also going to slow him down a little bit. See Dennis Aiden in the 8th position, just behind. His first race out with us. And there we go, Kolev on pit lane. Kolev maybe playing that fuel strategy. Maybe playing that fuel strategy as Kolev is on pit lane, and that's going to give the race lead back to Salviev. So Kolev making a pit stop. As he now finishing up, coming back out in the 3rd position. Playing the strategy. Made it to halfway, thinking maybe he might be able to make this a one-stop race. Can Salviev do that? He pitted quite a bit earlier. Andrzejewski running in the 2nd position now. 14 seconds back. in the 96 car. So good P2 run here for him so far. Kolev is in third. Now, Kolev has had tire change, so he's on fresher tires. Andrzejewski on a little bit older tires, I think, now, as he pitted a little bit earlier. J.J. Wang is in the fourth position. Valles is in P5. Simpner's had some trouble. Luca Simpner, we saw him have trouble earlier. He made some right side contact. Oh, is that the same spot? It might be the same spot. This time hit a lot harder. That might have been the same spot that he had trouble before. We'll take a look here. That might have been the same spot he had trouble before. You see, he got wide right there. Slams into the wall. And then the big-time problems for him. So Simpner has retired from the race. He comes down pit lane, retiring his machine. Just as everybody was starting to chat in the chat session there, Jim was saying, hey, go Team Luca. So right there, and then just as he typed that one in, Luca, go, go, go. Oh, no. Jim Sewell is saying, Luca going home. Oh, no. Luca, great race car driver. He's got a strategy I've talked about so many times before, just an unconventional strategy usually with him. But it serves him very, very well. So starting to see Salviev now rolling up on some lap traffic. Getting by Aiden, putting him a lap down. Will D says, thanks for running it for us. J.J. Wang. Crested this hill. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh. Hard contact to right side of the track in an overrun area, and he was carrying a heck of a lot of speed. Oh, man, that was a hard lick there for JJ. And we saw Luca have trouble at the crest of this hill, too. JJ makes it over the hill, but then, man, he jumps the car into the wall. That car went airborne. That car absolutely went airborne. Take a look at this again. Watch this. This car's going to leave the ground. Right there. Leaving the ground, man. Oh, and then a hard lick. As Valles gets by. Looking out of the front of Valles' machine. He gets a little bit wide there as well. Slows down in this turn, and you see JJ there trying to get his car back out on the track. J.J. Wang on pit lane, getting some service done to that machine. That is a lot of damage for him. Take a look at that J.J. on pit lane. Kind of a horrible view of the pit lane there, isn't it? So he's missing a wing. He's got some damage to the side of that car as well. Looks like they've repaired that. Now coming back out on track. Two cars out of the race. Simpner and Meshkov. 21 and the 57 car out of the race. You're looking at 18 laps to go this time by. J.J. Wang coming back out on track. Unichin's retired his machine. He's had some trouble as well. We'll take a look and see what happened to Dennis Unichin. Don't tell me it's in the same spot. Pretty close. And he's had some trouble. Spins around and backs it into the wall. And he is out of the race now as well. So that seems to be the trickiest part of the track there. As Unichin had a little bit trouble going into that hill versus the crest of the hill. Salvio's got an 18-second lead, 17-second lead over Kolev. .33 laps in. Bruno Kolev running in the second position, the 29 car. Got a lot of work to do, but don't forget, he may be on just a single stop strategy. He went 25 laps. Can he do it this time? Salviev pitted quite a bit earlier. This could be quite interesting. Valles running into third position, that 78 car. He could be in the catbird seat. Who knows? If Kolev runs out of gas, Valles could be there to maybe capture the victory. About 14 seconds down to Bruno Kolev. So running in P3, Andres Valles. A little trouble there with that turn. Better be safe than sorry in that case. Pavel Andrzejewski in the 96 car running in the fourth position. That's a fairly tight battle there between P3, P4. 3 seconds separate the two of those guys. We'll take a look at Valles just ahead as he comes around the turn, and then there is Andrzejewski. So this battle's starting to heat up here between the two of these guys. And that battle is definitely heating up here as Andrzejewski is considerably faster right now than Valles. Out of the back of Andres' machine at Andrzejewski running at P4. This is for the third position. Oh, man, in the grass. Oh, no, there was contact. Contact at both of them. Wreck. There was contact. Through the turn, both of them in the grass, in the fence. Valles now coming down pit lane. Andrzejewski coming down pit lane. Oh, no. There was contact. J.J. Wang's also had trouble, I believe. Look at this. This is contact right here. He's in the grass. Andrzejewski gets in the grass. I'm not sure why he went into the grass. Gets in the grass, and then the contact. Oh, my heavens, man. And both of them, Andrzejewski now out of the race. Look at this, man. It's just Andrzejewski goes into the grass for some reason. And then coming up over the hill, gets a little bit out of the groove there, a little bit wide in that turn, and gets into Valles. I don't know why he decided to go into the grass there. Not sure. That was not a great move. And then into the fence. Both of them. And wow. J.J. Wang's had some trouble as well, I believe. Salviev and Bruno Kolev here. 1-2. Kolev is in P1. Salviev in the second position. Man, that was a crazy sequence there with Valles and Andrzejewski. Valles still in the field. Andrzejewski has retired his machine. Battle here for P1 as Kolev is the leader. Salviev is in second. And there may be a little bit different pit-stop strategy from these two. We mentioned that Kolev seemed to go all the way to halfway. Salviev, not so much. And this is aggressive right here. Salviev to the inside. Salviev to the inside. Kolev on the outside line. Oh, man, side by side, the two championship contenders. Salviev goes wide in the turn. Kolev gets back by. What a great battle there. Oh, Kolev a little bit loose. Breaks loose. Salviev's got a run on him. Has position in the turn. Kolev now in the preferred line. Oh, tight. These guys are going to end up wrecking each other. Kolev back to the race lead. This is getting intense here on lap 39. What a great sequence there. And there's no way that you can race the track knowing that somebody's hounding you like that. And there's no way you can race the track knowing that you're right behind the race leader with a chance to pass. Great sequence there. Take a look at this, man. Oh, there might have been a little contact right there. Salviev to the inside in the turn. Oh, goes a little bit wide. Kolev now to the inside. Down the hill, Salviev gets wide. Kolev taking that position back. What a great little sequence. And I think it's still not over as Salviev's gotten back around Kolev. We go back to live here. And Salviev now climbing all over the back of Kolev now, and Salviev now taking that position. Now what's going to start happening here? These guys are going to start overdriving these cars. As if they haven't already. 10 laps to go. Battle for the championship. Kolev gets wide. Kolev off track. Saviev now 3-second gap on Kolev. Kolev got wide there. Not sure what happened. Let's take a look. Oh, right there. He gets in the grass. Does a good job of hanging on to the thing, but scrubbed off some speed. Keeps it out of the wall. Now 2.5 second gap. So this isn't over. As Saviev is our leader. So now it looks like Salviev's starting to open up quite a bit of a gap here. And remember, he is the points leader. He's got an 8-point lead coming into tonight's race over Kolev. Kolev is around 4.5 seconds down now. Still a lot can happen here in these 8 laps. Some great racing going on. About this, Gordon Carter running in the 4th position. He is 1 lap down, but is running in P4. We've got Dennis Aiden on pit lane, by the way, here late in the race. Now you got to wonder, man, does Salviev still have to make a pit stop? Bruno, I think, is on that, say, that 1 pit stop strategy. Rolling up on some lap traffic here. See Gordon Carter, who's made a pit stop now. Salviev trying to get around. Oh, slowing him up just a little bit. Salviev trying to find a good place to get by Gordon Carter. Excuse me, yeah, that's Salviev. And Gordon Carter said, hey, go on by. Look at this, Peyton Imbler joining us in the chat session. Good to see Peyton. Hopefully enjoying your summer. As for me, not so much. Taking a class right now. It's killing me. So 4-second gap between P1 and P2. .7 gap now as Kolev tried to get around some lap traffic. Gordon Carter. Sometimes you catch these cars in a bad spot on the track, and there's no way that it can't take away some time from your lap, slow you down. And this is not what he wants to see. But then again, does Salviev have enough fuel to make it to the end? He pitted quite a bit earlier. 5 laps to go. Gordon Carter running in the 4th position. Looks like Dennis Aiden has finished up his pit stop. He's back out on track, running in the 3rd spot. His first race out here with us. Four laps to go for Salviev. 4 laps to go. Kolev now 6.4 seconds back. Kolev's going to need a miracle here. 5-second gap now. Maybe starting to close in. Who knows? Oh, we had a little trouble there getting around that turn. Back in one to break loose. I think Salvia probably does have enough fuel here now that I'm thinking of it. I think he probably does have enough fuel to make it to the end. Andres Valles now to the inside and gets by. Gordon Carter. Oh, Valles sliding that car sideways. These tires are starting to wear out, huh? 2.5 laps to go. Salviev rolling up on some lap traffic now. Two laps to go for Alexei Salviev. All that stands between he and the championship. Just 2 laps. He pitted earlier. He's kept his car out of trouble. Bruno's had a little bit of trouble there, but not much. Salviev has been a little bit cleaner here today, or kept his car out of trouble, I should say. Dennis Aiden is in 3rd, Valles 4th, Carter 5th. J.J. Wang running in the 6th position. 4 cars out of the race. A little shame we only have 10 cars here. We had so many drivers join up for this league, and then they just don't show up. It's really a shame. Definitely going to be some changes, I think, with the way that we do league participation and cars in the car set and that type of thing. Gap is now down to 5 seconds here on the last lap. Salviev, 5-second gap over Bruno Kolev. Maybe saving some fuel, who knows? Maybe just being very, very conservative on the way that he gets around this track. 3.7 second gap now. 3.5. It's a little hiccup here, now back up to 4. A little hiccup here could mean a lot. Alexei Salviev coming off the final turn. And he's gonna win here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park and capture the championship. So Alexei Salviev getting the win at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. What a great run there for him. And he gets the championship, huh? Fantastic battle there between P1, P2. And Salviev gets the win. He had an 8-point lead in the championship coming into tonight's race and gets the win. So congratulations to Alexei Salviev. And how about P1, P2 right there? Great job by those two guys. Great, great job. So there you go, P1, P2 in the championship. Great, great job. Let's take a look at the final results of today's race. Alexei Salviev capturing the victory and the championship. Bruno Kolev finishes second. Dennis Aiden finishes third. Gordon Carter fourth. Andres Valles finishes in the fifth position. J.J. Wang actually finished in sixth. Pavel Andrzejewski finishes seventh. Dennis Shudich in eighth. Lucas Simper ninth. And Alexander Meshkov finishes in the 10th position. Race winner here is Alexei Salviev. And we'll get an update on the championship standings, huh? Take a look at the championship standings as we speak. Thanks so much to Will for uploading those, getting those up so we could check them out. So the standings here, we could get this image off. That would be great. Here we go. This final standings, Alexei Salviev, 400 points, 9-point gap over Bruno Kolev. Great championship battle between the two of those. Valles finishes third. J.J. Wang finishes fourth. Gordon Carter fifth. Dennis Shudich in sixth. Meshkov finishes seventh. Steneker eighth. Andrzejewski ninth. And Ritsky Novar finishes 10th in the point standings. So congratulations for those guys. What a fantastic battle for the point standings for those guys. So Alexei Salviev getting the victory here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Fantastic run there for him, and hopefully we're going to get him up in the booth with us to have a chat. And a fantastic battle there between he and Bruno Kolev for the championship too. So Alexei Salviev getting the championship. We'll see if we can't get an interview with him. All right, joining us up in the booth, Alexei Salviev getting the championship and the race victory. Man, that was a hard-fought race there for you. Talk about how that race went in that battle with Bruno.
Yeah, thanks, Heath. First of all, not to ignore your question, but I was amazed at how many people cheered for me today. So, first of all, thank you very much in chat for being there and supporting me throughout this race. It was really heartwarming. So, yeah, I was like, wow, amazing. As for the race, yeah, I think me and Bruno knew that it was going to come all to this race. I never raced at this track on this car. It was a really new experience for me. I was amazed at how fast flowing this track is, because one time I raced at Mosport was on Formula 3 car, and that was really a lot slower. But yeah, on Dallara, it's just amazing how fast this car goes. And I was really on a risky strategy, and I raced. My laps weren't that fast. My plan was to get ahead of Bruno on the end stint, so I can just breeze and just race less harder on that last stint. Yeah, it was really nervous at the start of the last stint for me, because my top sixth gear wasn't long enough, because I needed that sixth gear to be less on lesser debris, let's put it that way. So I was topping out way earlier than Bruno did, because if I didn't, I needed to push every lap to get the strategy working. So if I was pushing each lap, I needed to use push to pass each lap. So that's why I made that a little bit lesser. And that was really hard. That was the issue with the overtaking Bruno, because on the back stretch, it was just no way. I was putting all my effort in overtaking him in the corner, and wow, it was really close. One time I almost lost it, but yeah, I managed to save it and managed to overtake Bruno. Amazing racing, amazing clean racing throughout the whole season. I especially respect that, and all respect goes to Bruno. The only thing I wanted to say to Bruno is maybe to take care more about racing strategy, probably, because Bruno lost a lot of the races just because he didn't do math enough. He lost the race on strategy in Indianapolis, he lost the race on strategy in Mid-Ohio, and then he lost the race on strategy here too. So he was probably faster in the car and setting up the car, but yeah, that component was lacking for him. Put that away and he's the champion. So I was just, I don't know, I just did my best, and that's all.
Well, you certainly had me confused. You pitted really quite a bit earlier than he did, and I was, maybe because I didn't know what the fuel mileage was, I had a feeling that you were going to have to come back in to, maybe top off with fuel because I think he waited till halfway to make a pit stop.
Yeah, he was doing 25-25 whilst I was doing 17-17 and then like 15, whatever that was. So yeah, as I said, my plan was to get ahead of him on that last stint, but unfortunately I raced not that fast in the race on the earlier stages to come at front of him, so that made my job a lot more difficult.
Well, congratulations, you win the championship and the race, and you had a really strong field early, especially early on when we had all these drivers in, but I think the really quality, great drivers stayed here with you and battled you for a championship. And congratulations, man. Well deserved and a great season for you.
Yeah, it was an amazingly high competition with Pavel Andrzejewski and also Andres Valles at the start of the championship, and also Bruno. It was really high pace. That's why that's what kept me in the league, because when I came at the start of the championship at the Barber, I joined the league just because Drinjan, my academy driver, was driving his first championship in rFactor 2. I think he did pretty well for his debut in rFactor 2, and my applause goes to him. And yeah, but the high level of competition just motivated me that much that I started preparing for every race, and just, yeah, it's amazing. Also, amazing job to you, Heath, because that's astonishing. You organize leagues every time, and it's high level every time. Well done.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it, and we definitely value your membership here at High Octane Racing League. Love to see you out on the track when I do the broadcasts, and excited to see what comes next from you and your team.
Thank you very much.
So that's Alexis Salviev joining us up here in the booth, and very gracious driver, very insightful conversation right there, and with just gives you an understanding of really what goes through his mind as far as setting up races, and also setting up for a race and countering the competition, that chess match that's going on in his mind, to see how he can get an advantage and come away with a victory. And here he is setting in the victory lane, but also a championship as well. So amazing job there for Alexi. Fantastic battle. Great season too. Really enjoyed broadcasting the races this season, and thanks to everybody who's come out and participated in the chat, participated in watching, participated in the races, and so forth. So I really appreciate that. Definitely want to send a shout out to Will Dunbar and Paul Brown for their efforts in helping set up, doing the DMs, helping set up things here as well. They did a great job. Appreciate that. Will got the points uploaded so I could present those to you at the end of the race, so I appreciate his effort. And also adminning the chat as well. And just a fantastic job all around for these guys, drivers and admin. Really appreciate it. So Alexis Salviev, the champion. An amazing job there for him. We'll get some chatters in the chat session. We'll let everybody get viewed there that's saying congratulations. So I appreciate everybody's effort, everybody's participation in this league, and everybody coming out and watching the races as well. It's been fantastic. Enjoy checking those things out. Congratulations to Alexi. And again, thank you to Will and Paul and their effort for helping me out here as far as adminning and getting things set up as well. I also want to say thank you to Ritsky as well for helping with the car set. Type that in the chat. It's supposed to be 4, by the way. So congratulations to Alexis Salviev, 2023 HORL IndyCar Series champion. Fantastic job. Well, don't forget, we got some more racing headed your way at High Octane Racing League. 9 o'clock tonight, Atlanta Motor Speedway in the stock cars, the Cup cars. So race number 6 of the season, 110 laps at Atlanta. Should be a great one. Bushwhacker Series will be back in action next week, July the 14th. Race number 8 of the season, 110 laps from New Hampshire Motor Speedway in the Bushwhackers. So headed on down to New Hampshire, I should say up to New Hampshire. Race number 8 of the season. It'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. I want to say thanks to Will and his effort setting up the server, getting that stuff all prepared, and helping us out with the hosting. So EliteHostingUSA.com, perfect for rFactor 2, 3 self-managed server packages. Also, you want to host your website or your online store. How about some VPS hosting or shared web hosting? Also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Thanks for joining us here on High Octane Racing League and TurnLeft TV. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, and get these videos out there where everybody can see them. Appreciate your effort here and your participation. That's going to do it for me. I'm Heath Johnson, and I am out of here.